Hey guys, so today we are breaking down the Zenkai for LF Gogeta Blue. Only 4 years later, let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm actually going to be doing separate videos for breaking down this guy's Zenkai, and then I'll do a different video for the Tag Blue Goku and Vegeta, just because I think there's going to be too much info for both characters in one video, so we'll split them up here. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what his max stats are going to be. He actually already has good stats. I mean, look at this. 269 to main offense, 262 to main, I guess, secondary offense. Defenses are very bad, but these defenses were very good for when he dropped. So these stats, like when this character dropped, these stats were insane. So let's see what we're working with here. Yeah. So remember, we got to subtract 13,000 for the arts boost. So he's literally just under 300,000 to main offense. That's, yeah, literally 299 to strike. 299 to strike. That's 287 blast. And then he's just about 190 to both defenses. Yeah, really, really good stats. Like, really good stats here. He is on a lot of teams, movies, Saiyans, Fusion Warrior, God Key. There's a lot of teams. And looks like he has the standard stuff. These aren't going to change from his Zenkai. All right, so I do have his old kit pulled up, but this character is so old that I would imagine most of this stuff is going to change, but we will see. Stardust Shooter. So massive impact damage, applies the following effects: self-pawn activation. Restores Vanishing Gauge by 50%. Activates twice. That is new. 30% damage for 15 counts. That's the same. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade minus 50% health restoration for 20 counts on hit. That is the same. Okay. If special move is enhanced. Okay, so he's getting these. Interesting. We've never seen this on a Zenkai before. 30% special move damage inflicted for 3 counts upon activation. So he's getting... That's going to be 60% in total here, huh? Plus the Vanish Restoration. Yeah, this is a really good blue card here. It's a range blue, too. All right. The green card. I'm debating on whether or not I want to actually look at this right now. Maybe we'll come back to this at the end. We can take a look at it here now. Let's see. God Counter. This is essentially the bread and butter of this character, right? Applies the following effects to self-pawn activation. Reduce damage received by 20% for 5 timer counts upon activation. That actually goes down. He used to get 30% for 5 counts. Now he's getting 20, and then reduce impact damage received by 10% for 5 counts. That is a nerf. That is the first time I think we've ever actually seen a straight nerf to a mechanic on a character. He's got to be getting some very large amount of damage reduction from his unique abilities. That's probably why they did this. This mechanic in particular actually did get nerfed, but I imagine it's just because he's getting a lot of damage reduction from his unique ability. We'll see. Counter will activate upon... Oh, no. Yeah. Counter will activate upon enemy's melee tap action or strike arts while in fighting pose. The following effects occur when counter activates. All right. Draws a strike card next. That's the same. Restores own key by 50. That goes up from 40. 50% damage for 10 counts. That's the same. Dragon Balls. That's new. He never used to gain Dragon Balls. Seals enemies' special move arts. So the reason why that's helpful... Well, actually, hold on. No, never mind. I was thinking, because this is not going to activate until you actually land the counter. So he's sealing enemy blue cards for 5 count. I'm kind of... I guess the reason why that's good is if you're fighting someone like Majin Vegeta and you activate their gauge. They can't like, I guess. If you counter Majin Vegeta and then you trigger his counter gauge, he can't follow up with a blue card. I guess that's why he has this. Cancels enemies' attribute upgrades. That's the same. No switching for 5 counts. That's the same. And then these are all the same. So the only thing really changed here is they gave him 10 more key on this. A Dragon Ball. Seals blue cards. And then they changed the way that like this is the damage reduction. Okay. All right, let's check out the ultimate here. Meteor Explosion. Deals supreme impact damage, applies the following effects to self upon activation. 30% ultimate damage, that's the same. Nullifies endurance, that's the same. Ultimate arts is enhanced. Type neutral for 3 counts. All right, we're gonna have to figure out how he gets enhanced things here. That's pretty big. I mean, there are 2 really strong reds right now. Daima Goku and Gotenks. So that really actually matters a lot. All right, let's check his main. His main is really strong. It gives him 100% sustained damage cut penetration. I remember this. All right, so we draw the ultimate. Own health by 30% and ki by 50. That goes up from 40 ki. 100% enemy sustained damage cut effects for 30 counts. Yeah, that's insane. That effect is ridiculous. Cancels own attribute downgrades with normal conditions. And then nullifies own attribute downgrades with normal conditions for 30 counts. Okay, so he actually didn't previously cancel them. He just nullified them moving forward. But they added that line in there, cancels own attribute downgrades with normal conditions. Yeah, I didn't really think they were going to change change the main ability that much. It's already really good. We know that his Zenkai ability is for yellow movies, which makes sense because he's going to be Zenkai buffing Beast. Then he, of course, can overlap with his Z ability. This is going to be a really strong bench character moving forward. This guy's also going to be a really good bench for like Tree of Might Goku and stuff. All right, let's go ahead and see what they did here. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 130% damage. Okay, that goes up from 60. And more than doubled it. Reduce damage received by 50%. That goes up from 30%. And then don't forget, this is going to give him 20 and then 10 against impact. 50% to ki recovery. That's the same. -5 to strike and blast arts cost is new. And then card draw speed is new, of course. This was the biggest complaint about this character when he first dropped, is he didn't have card draw speed. It took 4 years for him to get it, but he's got it now. Applies the following effects to self if there are 2 defeated battle members. Okay, so we see if he's the last man standing. Destroys one of your own cards and draws the ultimate arts card Meteor Explosion. She's going to draw an ultimate as the last man standing. And then he's going to be immune to card destruction for 15 counts. Following effects occur if own remaining health is 50% or below after being hit by an enemy's arts attack while this character is in the battlefield. 30% healing. Oh, that's how he enhances his abilities. He has to get below 50% health. Shortens ally sub count by 5. Destroys all of your enemy's cards and reduces enemy ki by 100. This is just Beast Gohan's disrupt, right? Essentially. That's really good, though. He has the Beast Gohan disrupt. So this is going to get him the extra blue card damage and the type neutral ult. So essentially, you're going to want to trigger this disrupt before ulting most of the time. Unless the opponent doesn't have any red characters. All right, the next one is All Surpassing Power. 25% damage inflicted against attack powerful opponent. So extra damage against, I don't know. There's honestly, there really aren't that many like super relevant powerful opponent characters. Turles, Rose, Fusion Zamasu, even though he's red. Omega. There are a few, but I think from this point forward, we'll be getting some powerful opponent buffs throughout the next few months, because that's typically what they do in between major celebrations. Following effects occur upon landing a strike or a blast arts hit. 20% damage inflicted up to 60%. I think this is... No, they actually changed this too. They changed this. So it used to be 10% up to 50. Now it only takes 3 attacks. That's really good. 20% ultimate damage up to 40%. So that used to be 5% up to 30%. So that only takes 2. Yeah, that's really good. -5 to own special move arts cost for 10 counts. That stacks. Reduce enemies' Dragon Balls by 1 when you land a strike or a blast. So you probably don't want to lead with this character, is what that's telling me. You want to at least have your opponent give him a chance to get a Dragon Ball before you destroy it, right? He has a cover change against strikes, which you can, of course, combo with the blue card. Following effects occur when changing cover. These are the new uniques. Randomly destroys one of your own cards and draws a special move arts card next. Okay, so on a cover change, he's going to draw blue. Nullifies own unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 5 counts on cover change. Okay, so he's type neutral defensively. Seals enemies' blast cards for 5 counts. That's actually really annoying. Okay. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade -1 to arts card draw speed for 10 counts. Inflicts all enemies with -10% strike and blast arts power. Following effects occur every time when hit with an enemy strike or blast arts while this character's on the battlefield. Reduce enemy key by 5. All enemies get +5 to blast arts cost for 10 counts. Okay, obviously that's not as potent as Beast's cost stacking, but this guy has cost stacking here. Definitely seems like a super anti-blast character. I wonder if we're about to get like a super insane purple blast character. And that's why they're doing this. Falling effects occur every time when faced with an enemy. Yeah, okay, so... Restores own key by 15. Does he get key on entry? Did I miss that in the beginning? I'm just trying to... Let me see something here. Yeah, 30. Did I skip this part? I might have skipped this by accident. When he enters the battlefield, he gets 10% health and 30 key, 30% damage. That goes up to 20%. And then cover and all for 10 counts. So he just gets cover and all. Okay, so the big thing about this one is the cover and all used to be restricted to 3 times. Now it's just every time. Yeah, that's good. All right, this final unique ability. When faced with an enemy, he gets 15 keys. So he's actually getting 45 key on entry because it's going to be 30 plus 15. 15% strike damage for 10 counts. He's actually getting double card draw. Wow. He went from having 0 card draw speed to double card draw speed. He's only got it for 5 counts, but that's really good. Applies the following effects to self every 3 timer counts while this character's on the battlefield. Restores health by 3% and key by 15, 20% damage for 10 counts. Yeah, let me just count his damage. So we got 130% damage here. We got 30 here, that's 160. Okay. We got 60 here, that's 240. 220, sorry. 220 here. And then it's going to be the last one. 235 strike. And then every 3 timer counts, he's getting 20%. Plus, he's getting 100% sustained damage cut penetration from main. His green card is giving him, what is it, 50% damage here? And he's got essentially 300,000 to strike attack when you subtract the arts boost. Yeah, he looks really good. I think they made this... to me, it looks like they went out of their way to make this guy a special Zenkai. Because you even compare this guy to, like, even some of the 6... I mean, this guy probably is going to be better than, like, even Fusion Zamasu and Kid Buu when they got their Zenkais. Certainly better than Z Trunks, the green Trunks. Wow. He's going to be really good. He's going to be doing a lot of it. Maybe his defenses aren't going to be the greatest, but he has some solid disrupt. Card draw speed down. He's sealing blast. He's going type neutral. He's cost stacking against blast cards. Obviously, he doesn't have like endurance or anything, but I feel like this guy looks pretty good. He's got a lot of healing. Okay. I like what I'm seeing so far from this character. We'll have to obviously test him. Let's go ahead and check out some equips. Let's go to the archive. We should have a new co-op equip, right? Yeah, this one. This is for sagas from the movies or God Key. Wow, it's a lot of characters can use this. 25% to strike defense, 12% to base blast and strike, and then 12% to pure blast and strike if a battle member other than this character is God Key and movies for each slot. Okay. So obviously this is supposed to be for Gogeta Blue in particular, or the tag blues, which we're going to take a look at in the next video. Yeah, this is good. I personally, if I had to nitpick this, I would say I would prefer HP in slot 1, but this is still really good. Anything else I'm just missing here? Let me just go. What is this? What? They didn't even announce this. Huh? Okay, hold on. We'll come back to this. I don't think there's a new Awakened equipment. Let me just double check. Yeah, there isn't. Okay. Okay. We got a unique equipment for God Goku. I was not expecting this. Because they usually when they give Awakened or unique equipments for Legends Limited characters, they at least say on social media, "Oh, you know, we got a new unique equipment for a Legends Limited character incoming." This one they didn't say anything. Huh. Okay. I mean, this is... Do you guys understand how absurd this character's equipment is? He's got this, and then I don't know if I'll be able to find it like quickly, but he also has like that Ultra Space Time Rush equip that they specifically made for God Goku. He's also got like insane Awakened equipment. He's got crazy Zenkai bench characters. Like this character's just getting like insanely fed with a bunch of stuff. All right, let's see. LF God Goku unique equipment. 15% to base health, 40% to base defenses, 20% health restoration. Health restoration actually really does matter on this character because he does heal when his unique ability fills up, or unique gauge fills up. 50% damage. Wow. 50% damage inflicted, 40% to base offenses. Restores own health by 10% when switched to standby. What? Okay, that seems pretty good. All right. This is slot 3. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Restores ki by 30. Thank God they gave him ki on entry. That was easily the most egregious thing that he was missing. Charges unique gauge by 100%. I feel like that's almost like obviously that's very good, but it almost feels like a waste. And the reason why is because a lot of times I'll use God Goku's unique gauge as a heal, his first unique gauge. Remember, God Goku gets an increased... you know what? I'm going to pull him up after this and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's just finish this. Following effects occur when enemy uses a special move, Awakened, or Ultimate Arts card while this character is on the battlefield. Restores health by 20%, activates twice, and cancels enemies' buff effects. Yeah, I like this a lot. This is what... They actually gave him what he needed the most, which is ki on entry. Charging unique gauge by 100% is really good. I'll talk about this in a second, but... Yeah, I didn't expect this equip at all. This is healing every time. There's so much healing on this. Healing when he switches out. You got health restoration in slot 1. He's healing when the opponents use a blue card or ultimate. And he's getting the unique gauge, which is also another heal. So let me pull up God Goku real quick. I was not prepared for this. So I didn't expect this at all. Let's go green. And God Goku. So the reason why I'm like, oh, that's a little bit of, it's not a waste. It just feels a little bit redundant. And the reason why is this. 150% to own unique gauge. Whoops. 150% to own unique gauge charge rate for 5 counts. Activates 3 times. So what's happening with that first one, right? When you enter the battlefield initially with this character, you're essentially losing one of these charges. Right, you're not losing it, you're just wasting one of these charges, right? Because it's going to be filled up by 100% anyway. I guess what you could say is if you use the unique gauge, like if you come in with God Goku in the middle of a combo and you fill the gauge up immediately and then you use the gauge, you can use the charge rate buff from this to fill it up right away offensively. We'll see. That might be the new way to use this, because typically I like to use the unique gauge in this character defensively just because it acts as another heal. Huh. I wasn't expecting a unique... Because look, he has 110% damage here. He's got 80 here. That's 190. Like, he's got some solid damage here. He's got arts damage here. What else? 70% damage here when he dumps his unique gauge. Now he's getting 50% on the actual equip. Okay, I mean, yeah, he's going to be hitting really hard now. Interesting. I didn't expect this. So yeah, that is the breakdown, I guess, for LF Gogeta Blue Zenkai Awakening. We got a unique equipment for God Goku, and then we also had that co-op unique equip. So let me know what you guys think. Gogeta looks really, really good. The equip for God Goku looks really, really good. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one.